Down and 4 play coming up from McKinley, and I just get the sense now this is where McKinley's going to go down the field and score.
That's what they need to do. Good first down play, good hole up inside, good hard running.
Hunter behind Curtis. The give to Hunter. Hunter brought down as he got back to the line of scrimmage, and not much more. Breaking through there and making the tackle was number 15, Ahmad McDuffie. A sophomore, 6'2", 190 pounds, just a sophomore, Mark.
Yeah, there are a lot of young players on this field, and they're playing pretty well.
3rd down and 4 now at midfield. And we've got movement, I believe, on Woodson.
You know, I don't want to pick on a player, but after that last play, a fellow that was on a tackle just got all excited. I mean, he was running toward his sideline, pounding his chest. He was really happy he made the tackle. He's the guy that just jumped off. I mean, you just have to control your emotions. It's a very emotional game. You got to get excited, but when it comes time to being poised on the field, you got to do it, because now you just gave McKinley a first down.
Ball just inside the Woodson 45-yard line. A new set of downs for the Bulldogs.
And a good job by Curtis with that voice. He's done it all game.
Curtis rolling. He'll throw to the right. It's caught. And a nice open field tackle. The tight end, Jasper Robinson, with his first reception of the night. He wears number 81.
Yeah, and boy, is he a target. 6'4", 229.
He caught a touchdown pass last week, I believe, in the win over Buchtel. Yeah, he's a big kid.
That's
and
a
nice big hit there by Woodson. Taylor Jackson came in and brought him down. Just a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 at the 43. Trips to the near side for the Bulldogs. And on the carry, I believe that was Hunter again. Hunter carries to the 40-yard line. We'll check that. Price the carry that time. Nice job of wrapping up with both arms, because Woodson was trying to rip that ball out. 3rd and 5 at the 40. Price in the backfield with Curtis. Curtis back, looking left, throws, nearly intercepted at the 30-yard line. Tenye Dixon stepping in front of Ross, the intended receiver, breaks it up. It's 4th down.
Now they'll punt it away. Field position's important now, trying to make Woodson go a long way for that touchdown.
Dixon and Lang will drop back for the Warriors. Reardon on to punt for McKinley. Reardon standing at his own 46.
Woodson trying to figure out if they got enough players on the field. Now they send him back on.
Reardon looking. He's going to throw. He's got a man open. It's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs as Garrett makes the catch down near the 34-yard line.
Well, that's when it's nice to have a backup quarterback as your punter, because he can do things like that. I thought he was going to run with it. Yeah, he had the whole side open too, but he reared back and threw a beautiful pass out.
Nominate this play, Mark, as our rock solid play of the game from the Friends and Family Credit Union. Reardon throws a strike to Garrett. Again, at the end of the ball game, we'll select our Friends and Family Credit Union rock solid play of the game. There's another solid nominee.
And a great call by the McKinley sideline. You know, a team from out of state, you're not really sure what you're going to get. I mean, McKinley probably did, because they've scouted them or at least got some information on. But fans, media, we didn't really know. I mean, this could have been a 50-0 game, but this has been a very competitive game for McKinley, a good one.
Curtis going to carry, and Curtis gets to the 30 before he is knocked back. I mean, yeah, it's 20-7, but it's as poorly as Woodson has played at times. They've somehow managed to stay in the game.
They've made a lot of mistakes, but they run and hit and tackle. You know, and that's how you play football.
Right. Curtis looked like he was going to get a lot more on that carry. And number 25, Jabari Haney, stepped up and popped him good. And a little skirmish at the end there. Again, both of these teams have been chatting back and forth amiably throughout.
Getting to know each other.
Getting to know each other. There you go. 2nd down and 6 at the 30. Curtis going to start up under center. He'll give it to Garrett straight ahead. And Garrett carries a would-be tackler down to the 24-yard line and very close to another 1st down.
Garrett runs hard, and he takes that thing up in there north and south.
They're going to mark it inside the 24, and that means another 1st down for the Bulldogs as we are now under the 8-minute mark left in the game.
Yeah, the clock now starts to become McKinley's friend. Not that you want to milk the clock. Keep this momentum going. There's another penalty that Curtis got him with his voice.
Yep.
The big guy that jumped off sides just got up and ran off the field. I mean, the coach must have said, if you jump off sides, I'm taking you out.
Right.
He just ran to the side.
He ran out, yeah. Puts the ball at the 19. Curtis back, throws, batted down at the line of scrimmage. And now a flag comes in late, and you're probably going to get a roughing the passer. You make a good play defensively, and then you make a penalty that.
That's what it is. It's going to be half the distance because they're inside the 30.
Roughing the passer. Defense, number 25. Half the distance. Automatic. 1st down.
That is going to hurt.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh.
137 yards in penalty. Normally you look at McKinley and say 74 yards in penalties, but they're way below Woodson's.
Yeah. Ball is at the 10. 1st and goal at the 10. Curtis gives it off, and Garrett is cut down behind the line. Ball back at the 12-yard line. That's a loss of 2 as we approach the 7-minute mark in our ball game.
Yeah, it's a goal to go. So they got to get all the way to the end zone.
Just one receiver who's pretty far in on the left. 2 backs kind of in a slot. Now Curtis is going to roll out. He's going to throw to the end zone. Has a man wide open. Touchdown Bulldogs. Jalen Ross with the reception, and that is a 12-yard strike from Curtis to Ross.
Beautiful play action, bootleg, almost a naked bootleg. I don't know if I saw a lineman out there. Brought the receiver from the backside into the back of the end zone, and he was wide open.
My prediction came true.
You're exactly right. That's what they needed.
For whatever reason, I just had it. Had a gut feeling.
And look at their sideline. It's deflated.
Oh yeah, I was only going to take one more score. I think that's the final nail in the coffin. Ronald Pino Hernandez on to attempt the extra point. He's got a pair of field goals, a couple of extra points in this game. That extra point is up, and it is good. McKinley 27, Woodson 7. We'll take a look at this touchdown pass play as we go to break on the Old Carolina Barbecue scoreboard. The Bulldogs lead is now 20 as you see the touchdown play.
You can't tell your cold to wait? Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Get the app now. You can't tell your migraine to wait. Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Download the Altman Now app now.
Embarrassed to smile at family events? Unable to enjoy your favorite foods because of loose dentures? Haven't been to the dentist in a while because of fear? Get healthy at the Amison Dental Group at 3684 Dressler Road Northwest. Let us get you the smile you deserve. Call us at 330-452-2255. Mention WHBC when you call and receive a free take-home whitening kit, a $250 value. Amison Dental Group, where everyone deserves to smile.
For nearly 20 years, thousands of people have relied on SARTA for safe, affordable, reliable transportation.
People like Misty Williams, who's riding SARTA to a brighter future. Misty's a full-time student and mom who uses our fixed routes to get to school, pick up her son at daycare, and return home at the end of a very busy day.
School, shopping, Cleveland, Akron, the airport, for work or for play. People you know count on SARTA to meet their transportation needs. And we deliver.
SARTA, where can we take you today?
On the Old Carolina Barbecue scoreboard, McKinley has increased their lead to 27-7 here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Our AltCare TV game of the week. Mark Miller, how about a recap on that McKinley drive?
Bob Jeffrey says 11 plays, 5 minutes and 2 seconds to go 56 yards, a 12-yard TD pass from Curtis to Ross, and another good extra point.
Pino Hernandez with the kick, end over end boot, fielded at the 5-yard line. That is Weinstock. Weinstock gets to the 19-yard line. There, Woodson will start first down and 10. Let's travel now down to the sidelines on the SARTA Zero Emissions bus and check in once again with Frank Salona. Frank?
All right, Dave, thank you so much. You know, standing down here on the McKinley sidelines, you can almost feel a sigh of relief after that touchdown. There's been a lot of frustration with the penalties and with the jawing out on the field. Sometimes it takes both teams out of their game. It certainly has for Woodson, and something like that really was needed by McKinley. They needed to get back on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Frank. I appreciate that. That's exactly kind of the way Mark and I were feeling up here. You know, the penalties, and it just seemed like there's not been a whole lot of momentum for either team in this game.
No, you're right. It's not much flow.
On the carry that time is number 23 for the Warriors, and that is Michael Prather. Picks up 4 yards to the 24.
Woodson looks like they're going to try to increase the tempo here a little bit. Of course, I'm sure the clock has something to do with that.
A little bit of rain continuing to fall here. Ball in the air and incomplete. Pass intended for Madra Long. And the quarterback Lee is down back at the 12-yard line as he took a pretty good pop at the end of that play.
You're going to get a look at it, and McKinley getting a rush on it, and you're right, the big boys landed on the little boy. I'm not saying he's little, but a lot less weight than those big guys landed on.
Yeah, that looked like senior Jordan Gardner, number 58, came in and made the hit. Looked like a clean hit. But the freshman is laying on the turf there. While we have a moment, a reminder coming up in our wrap-up report. The Altman Health Foundation is the sponsor of this year's Player of the Game in our TV Game of the Week. Thanks to the Altman Health Foundation, we will select a player at the end of tonight's contest and name that individual our Altman Player of the Game. Stick around. That's coming up in our wrap-up report.
It's good to see that Lee is up and walking off. Maybe just got the air knocked out of him. A lot of times when the big guys land on you, they shove all that air out of you. You feel like you're going to die for just a few minutes, but he's done a pretty nice job.
He has.
You know, the other kid came in and kind of had a rocky start, but I thought when Lee came out there, he started making some poised plays, and he doesn't feel real good right now. And you look at the scoreboard, and it makes you feel worse because you're losing by 20.
The other freshman who started the game, number 17, Ethan Lane, returns now. He played the whole first quarter. He's back in now here in the fourth with 6:17 left. 3rd down and 6 to go, and Lane will roll left. He's in trouble, and he is brought down. Ball came out. I think McKinley's got it, and they do. A turnover. Yeah, he didn't tuck that ball. He kind of left it outstretched on his arm, and ball popped out.
Well, right off the sideline, and you can see the guy got right into his face quick, and the ball's bobbling all over the place, and the teammate that's hustling to the ball ends up getting the recovery.
I think that's number 16, Andrew McClellan.
Is that our first turnover? That's our first turnover. How about that? With all those penalties, that's the first turnover.
we've had a couple of near interceptions.
Yeah,
but
had a blocked punt.
Yeah. So the Bulldogs take over after the turnover at the Woodson 15 with 6 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the game. Curtis will keep.
Play.
Yeah, broken play.
Keeping the football and picking up positive yardage, number 7.
Either the running back went to the wrong side or the quarterback turned the wrong way, because when he reached the ball out, the running back wasn't there.
Yeah. Tavon Hunter in the backfield right now for the Bulldogs. He's going to check out. We're going to bring back Lemire Garrett. Hunter's a senior, Garrett's a junior. Well, now they're going to bring them both back. Second down and about 7 near the 12. Garrett behind Curtis. He'll give it to him. Garrett, pretty good carry, finally taken down just inside the 10-yard line. As we come up on 5 minutes to go, don't forget our Altman, or I should say our AltCare TV game of the week will be at Hoover next week. The Vikings taking on the Glen Oak Golden Eagles. Federal League matchup.
Yeah, league play.
Yeah.
It makes it interesting.
First look at the Vikings, who coming into tonight had won their first 2. There's a bad snap, and Curtis going to fall on it back near the 19-yard line on 3rd down. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and long. And you're going to get another look at the young kicker for the Bulldogs, Ronald Pino Hernandez.
We would appreciate your support at our next home game, September 21st, as we face off against Hoover High School. Go Bucks.
Well, not as long as that other field goal, but still a pretty good poke. 36-yarder.
Yep. Curtis will hold. Ball will be set down at the 26. So as Mark mentioned, this will be a 36-yard attempt. Kick is on its way. And it is good.
Dude's automatic.
You know what? I think we have maybe now solidified our player of the game.
He's done a great job.
He has certainly presented his position.
Yes, he has. You know, and then add in kickoffs. He's done a nice job there.
He really has. Yeah. I mean, considering he's seeing his first action.
And that's not easy. You know,
soccer team.
You play soccer your whole life, and kicking a football off a hold like that's a lot different. Frank said he saw him during the week and had some accuracy issues, but tonight everything's been through the uprights.
And you know, you're a young man that in soccer, yes, it can be a physical game, but not as physical as football.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I don't know what grade he's in. Do you have that written?
No, I don't have that either.
But
Frank, do you think you could find that out for us?
He might be changing his future plans here a little bit.
What's that?
I said, do you know what grade this young man is in?
He is a senior.
Oh, he's a senior. Yep.
Okay,
Thanks.
Well, he might be able to keep kicking the next few years, only kicking the football.
How about that? There's a nice end-over-end kick, driving the return man back to the 10, to the 15, and that'll be about it. That's Andre Weinstock, the junior for Woodson on the return out to the 16-yard line. 3:53 remaining. Bulldogs lead it 30-7 here in our AltCare TV game of the week. Dave Sheets along with Mark Miller, sideline reporter Frank Salona, statistician Bob Jeffries on hand here tonight. And let's take a look at that scoring drive for the Pups.
Yeah, they've had a couple drives where they lost yardage, but due to the field goal kicker, get points. 4 plays, 2:07 off the clock, minus 4 yards, and a 36-yard field goal by Ronald Pino Hernandez. 30-7, the Bulldogs.
Ethan Lane remains in at quarterback with a running back to his left. First down and 10, and they'll give it to the running back. And yardage across the 20. There's a flag down.
McKinley thought they came away with a fumble, but it was whistled down before they picked it up and ran with it.
I believe that's Hunter Terrell on the carry.
Thrown in there where it's usually holding.
Yeah, he comes up a little bit lame there. He's going to go down on the field. Now he's going to get back up.
Illegal formation.
Oh, must have went down early.
Penalty. First down.
Illegal formation. Well, it'll be interesting to see what numbers Bob comes up with at the end of the game, whether Woodson's going to have more total yards or penalty yards. That's, I don't mean to be laughing to make fun of them. You don't say that very often.
I'm going to guess penalty yards. I really am.
They're up to 143.
Yeah. All right, Roberts in the backfield joins Lane. 2 receivers to each side. On first down and 15 now. And Lane drops back. The lefty looks, he'll throw. It is caught and taken out to the 20-yard line. Catch is made by Weinstock for Woodson. He's been busy. Second down and 5 coming up. That was a pickup of 10 yards.
It was a good pass and catch.
Yeah.
Now McKinley's really soft right in there because of the down and distance, but still you got to execute.
Yeah.
This kid's a freshman. He's got lots of years ahead of him.
And the handoff to the running back, Roberts. Roberts breaks a couple of tackles. He's got a Woodson first down out to the 35-yard line. And while we straighten out this flag, we're going to take a quick timeout. The clock is stopped with 2:53 left in the game. It's McKinley 30, Woodson 7.
Are you looking for something different? At Friends and Family Credit Union, our success is defined by you. Our goal is to improve your financial needs and better your lifestyle. Friends and Family Credit Union provides loans, savings, checking, and other financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County. Our friendly staff is fully committed to serving over 11,000 of its members. What are you waiting for? Stop in one of our locations today to become a friend of the family.
With AltCare, you have more than just a health plan. You have a team of people whose purpose is to be your advocate. During all stages of life, AltCare will be there to ensure you receive the best health care. AltCare's dedicated staff puts your needs first, making sure you and your family receive quality health care services. AltCare, where you matter. Learn more at altcare.com.
Back here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, and following a face mask penalty against the Bulldogs, Woodson has a first down and 10 at their own 41-yard line with 2:45 and a running clock here left in the ball game. McKinley 30-7 over the Woodson Warriors. The quarterback Lane is sacked back at the 30-yard line, breaking through and making the hit, number 16, Andrew McClellan, for the Bulldogs.
Well, McClellan's going to get credit for the sack, and he should. But the way that he got the sack was his defensive backs didn't let any receiver get open. And so the quarterback had to hold the ball. Watch him. Nobody open, now the sack. Good job.
Ball back at the 31-yard line. Stick around. Our wrap-up report coming up at the end of the ball game. We'll hope to hear from McKinley coach Dan Reardon. We'll have all the final stats, our rock solid play of the game, our player of the game, all coming up. Pass is complete. Jacob Nabinet on the reception for Woodson. And he takes it to the 40, just across the 40-yard line. So after the sack, it's a third down and about 10 now for Woodson. Final minute and a half here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. McKinley led 20-7 at the half, and now they've pushed it out to 30-7 here in the final moments. Lane with a quick pass, caught on that far sideline by Harris. Harris shoved out of bounds up near the 47, maybe the 48-yard line. Going to bring up fourth down.
See how quick young quarterbacks grow up. Doesn't he look a lot better the second time he's come in the game?
Absolutely.
Yeah, at the beginning, a lot of jitters and some real bad things happen right off the start with that block punt. But he looks much more comfortable in there this time.
Oh, yeah. Well, the first snap was over his head.
Over his head.
And they lost 20 yards. I mean, that's your first snap.
What a start.
4th and 3. Lane going to try to run for the first down, puts his head down. He's going to come up a yard short at midfield. Stops the clock with 1:06 left. Yeah, he's going to be about a yard short, I think. Let's see if we can watch the end of this play to
trying to
run all the way.
The corner, yeah, these guys were out there blocking for him, but lots of McKinley defenders coming in there to disrupt things, and he had to get past that 50-yard line, and he did not.
So Woodson turns it over on downs. The Bulldogs will get the ball back, and I would imagine they're going to take a knee a couple of times.
That's all they got to do.
I don't think I'd be surprised if Woodson tries to stop the clock. They do have 2 timeouts.
It's a pretty good day for Elijah. 12 of 22 there. No interceptions. That's a big part. Good game manager. You would have liked to complete a higher percentage because he had so far on the season, but 121 yards, pretty good night. And he did a great job with that cadence. You know, got the defense offside a few times to continue drives.
Right. Yep, McKinley going to go into the victory formation. Curtis takes a knee. Does not look like Coach Fuller of Woodson is going to stop the clock, even though he has 2 timeouts in his pocket.
And you know a good thing? The heavy rain didn't get here yet.
Yeah, we still have a little bit of light rain.
Don't have to
but
get soaked out.
You're right. You're right.
And Frank doesn't have to get soaked on the sideline.
2nd down. About a half-minute left. Curtis is going to let that play clock wind down. It's down to 5. And then this will be the final play. As he takes a knee, they will not reset the clock. And that is going to wind the clock down now as you see it run. McKinley off to a 3-0 start now. The Bulldogs get the victory 30-7 over Woodson. And for the Bulldogs, next week, they'll go on the road to play at Green against the Green Bulldogs in Federal League play. So McKinley wins it by a final of 30-7. They go to 3-0. Woodson is now 0-2 to start the 2018 season. We'll come back with our wrap-up show in just a few moments on the Old Carolina's barbecue scoreboard. McKinley a winner 30-7.
For nearly 40 years, Expert Auto Collision has been serving Stark County with premium customer service and collision repair. Bring your wrecked vehicle and they'll immediately get to work with you and your insurance company to get your vehicle back to pre-accident condition. Expert Auto Collision's professional crew has the experience and the drive to bring your damaged vehicle back to life.
Don't let an accident get your goat. Come see me, Tara, at Expert Auto Collision, the only female-owned and operated collision repair center in Northeast Ohio.
Expert Auto Collision, where we meet good people by accident.
1, ladies and gentlemen. 2, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel this is going to be a big day.
Life were only like this.
Wouldn't want to miss this.
Looking forward to it.
What's this all about?
This is very exciting.
So cool.
Beautiful.
Great.
Mind if I have a look? I'm delighted to be here.
Amen.
I am.
Oh, very groovy, very groovy.
Let's have some fun today.
I like it. I like it a lot.
That's all there is to it.
I've heard a lot about you. I've heard a lot about you, too.
The AltCare TV Game of the Week is brought to you by SARTA, Northern Ohio Honda Dealers, Malone University, Old Carolina Barbecue, Altman Health Foundation, Amison Dental Group, Massillon Cable Television, Friends and Family Credit Union, Expert Auto Collision, Jersey Sports Grill, and Alt Care, and can be seen locally on His TV Canton.
And we welcome you back to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, where the McKinley Bulldogs improved to 3-0 over the visiting Woodson Warriors. The Bulldogs winning by a final score of 30-7. There you see our final on the Old Carolina Barbecue scoreboard. Welcome to our wrap-up report. And again, McKinley with a win tonight. Time to take a look at all the final numbers. And to do that, once again, here's Mark Miller. Mark?
Well, you know, Woodson struggled most of the game with their offense, but they did find it there at the end of the first half and on into the second half. So total yardage, it got a little closer. McKinley had 219. Woodson had 161, only one turnover in the game, and that was here in the second half, the Warriors. But the big item that we talked about and that really affected the flow of this game was penalties. 8 for 79 for McKinley, but look at Woodson, 16 of 143. Individually, McKinley's guys, we talked about Elijah Curtis having a pretty nice night, 12 22, 121, one touchdown, no interceptions. And then the running game they kind of shared. Curtis had 44, Lemire Garrett had 34, and on the receiving side, Jalen Ross had a really nice game, 6 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
There you have our final stats, brought to you by Alt Care. A little earlier, our Frank Salona had a chance to speak with Dan Reardon, the head coach of the Bulldogs, talking about the win here tonight.
Coach, your thoughts after this one? Wasn't pretty, but you got the job done.
Yeah, I'll take an ugly win over a pretty loss any day. But, yeah, you know, again, I've been saying this all season. We're young. We're getting better each week. It was sloppy, but, you know, 37 win, give or get some credit. They did what they needed to do to get the W. You know, we've been real good in the first 2 games as far as penalties go. Tonight we were not. Led to their scoring at the end of the first half. You know, just a lot of things we got to clean up. That's all.
Curtis tonight, 12, I think, for 22, somewhere around there, 130-some. No interceptions, though. Yeah. He was very efficient.
Yeah, and that's who Elijah is. He's a kid who makes good decisions. You know, he's not perfect, but he has. You know, I think he's probably about 60% a completion percentage on the year. So he's a little bit below that tonight. But you know, as long as he's keeping it out of the other guy's hands, we always have a chance. So you know, just continues to make good decisions.
I talked to you earlier this week at practice, and you said we're just trying to find where we are in this season so far. What we're made of after tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, again, you know, I think we have. You know, we're starting to get an identity on defense, and we have the ability to play really good defense, I think. Yeah, we gave up some plays, and those are things that we have to clean up. And, you know, we'll take a look at the film and figure out what the issue was. But, you know, I think we've done a pretty good job on defense this season. And, you know, we just got to keep that going. From an offensive perspective, consistency is what we've been preaching all year, and, you know, we're still trying to find that. We have the ability to really throw the ball well at times with our receivers and with Elijah, but, you know, consistency is what we need.
All right, and you found a kicker.
Yes, we did. Ronald did a fantastic job tonight, and recruited him from the soccer team, and, you know, he's going to be a good one, as you can see.
All right. Coach Dan Reardon, thank you so much for your time. Good luck to you and the Bulldogs the rest of the way out.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, guys, back up to you.
And thanks to head coach Dan Reardon for giving us a few moments of his time on the field with our Frank Salona. And again, the Bulldogs a winner here tonight by a final of 30-7. All right, time now to bring you our Friends and Family Credit Union rock-solid play of the game. And for this, we go back to the second quarter and a 38-yard touchdown run by Elijah Curtis.
Well, you know, the great play action, and then he got the bevy of blockers out in front of him. He did a good job of running off of them and into the end zone. That was a big play.
And that 38-yard touchdown run by Curtis capped a 60-yard 5-play drive, putting McKinley up 20-0 at the half. They would lead they would lead at 20-7 at the end of the half. All right, moving on to our final player of the game, the Altman Health Foundation player of the game. The young man, the kicker tonight for the Bulldogs is our selection, Ronald Pino Hernandez for McKinley.
Yeah, he still hadn't missed. 3 field goals, 41, 36, 27. He hit all 3 extra points, did a great job on kickoffs. What a boost to the McKinley team to get that kid off the soccer team to come kick for him.
Yeah, Dan Reardon mentioned he recruited him off the soccer team, and all he does is come in and kick 3 field goals, 2 of them pretty lengthy.
Yeah.
And, of course, the 3 extra points and a big boost to this McKinley team here tonight. So congratulations to Ronald Pino Hernandez, our Altman player of the game, Altman Health Foundation player of the game. Well, it's going to wrap things up here tonight for our statistician Bob Jeffries, our sideline reporter Frank Salona, our color analyst Mark Miller, myself Dave Sheets, and our entire image video crew with our director Billy Smith. A great job by them here tonight on the Old Carolina Barbecue scoreboard. Our final score: the McKinley Bulldogs are now 3-0 as they defeat the Woodson Warriors here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium 30-7. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend.